3, or you can do directly divide. I am doing 3. Okay, 3. It will be 2. It will be 7. It will be 3. Again 9. 3, 3. You see? 3 into 3, 9 into 3, 27, 27 into 3, 81. Now calculate the HCF. That is common. This is common. Okay. This is common. There are 2 3's common in both terms. So HCF is 9. 9. Fine. Now with this HCF, you have to divide 36 and 81 individually. Okay. Now see, this is our HCF. Use this HCF to divide this. That is 36 will be divided by 9. 81 will also be divided by 9. And when we divide 36 by 9, we get 4. 81 by 9, we get 9. See? Same answer is correct. Okay? Same answer is correct. If in your exam the particular matter is mentioned that you have to adopt the HCF rule, then you have to follow this. Or if no method is mentioned, then you can go with any method. Okay? This is a new method, this is the old method. But this is fast. We don't have to worry for this. But in some questions, we have to adopt this. In some particular questions, this seems to be a very good method. Actually, now see, in case of decimal, okay, in case of decimal, suppose I am having two decimal like 0.4 and this becomes 0.4 and 0.6. We have to express this in simplest form. How we are expressing this? Now 0.4, okay, 0.4 means 4 by 10. 0.6 is equal to 6 by 10. Fine. Now 0.4 divided by 0.6, that is 0.4 is to 0.6. Okay, 0.4 is to 0.6. It can also be written as 0.4 divided by 0.6. Now in place of 0.4 you put that is 4 by 10, yes, and 6 by 10. Okay, are you able to see? Let me check. Okay. Yes. Now see, I am writing this circle. Okay. Now see, this is 4 by 10 divided by 6 by 10. It will be 4 by 10. Okay, it can be expressed 10 by 6. I should show this, it will be 10 and 1 only 4 by 6. Fine. 4 by 6 is 2. Fine. There is no need of calculating the HCF. Okay, there is no need of calculating the HCF. Simply do this. Now, see, yes, question number 3 you see. Question number 3 is a bit different. See question number 3. Question number 3 is saying 1 by 2 is to, yes, 3 term are given. 1 by 6 is to 1 by 8. Okay, 1 by 6, 1 by 2 is to 1 by 6 is to 1 by 8. Okay, we have to express this in lowest term. How we are going to do this? First, okay, see each term. Okay, each term. At first, you do one thing. You calculate the LCM and multiply all the terms with that. Now 2, 6, 8 LCM of 2, 6, 8. We are going to calculate the LCM of 2, 6 and 8. It will be 24. Okay. Now with this LCM, you multiply 1 by 2 will be get multiplied by 24 is to 1 by 6 multiplied by 24 is to 1 by 8 multiplied by 24. You calculate it, it will be 12 is to 4 is to 3. This is our new ratio. Fine? Yes. Now see, one more example is there. Like divide 84 toffees between two children in the ratio 5 is to 7. Okay. You have to divide the 84 toffees. You have to divide 84 toffees among two children, but the ratio is different. Okay? 84 toffees are not getting divided equal. A particular ratio is given. In that particular ratio, we have to divide the toffees. The ratio is 5 is to 7. Okay. Be very careful while writing the ratio. If you somehow write 7 is to 5, your whole answer will be different. Fine. Now we have to divide 84 toffees. 84 toffees. Fine. Now, in order to do this, how we are going to do? Now see, total parts. Total you see. Now see, 5 and 7. Total part. Okay, total part is total part. 84 has to be split into total parts, and that total part can be attained by adding the two terms of the given ratio. Now what are two terms? 5 and 7. So when 5 and 7 is added, we get 12. Okay, that means 84 has to be split into 12 parts. Remember this. Okay, 84 has to be split into 12 parts. Suppose A is first child, B is second child. Okay, now see, 5 is to 7 means what? A is going to get 5 part of 12. Fine. A is going to get 5 part of the 12 and B is going to get 7 part of 12. And when both the parts are added, we are getting the total parts. Understand? Suppose I have 10 pencils. I have 10 pencils. I gave 3 pencils to particular boy and 7 pencils to a particular guy. Now what is the ratio? 3 is to 7. Now when 3 and 7 are added, I am having the total number of pencils. Understanding? Same thing, total part is 12. Now total part, out of total part, what is the given ratio? 5 has to be attained from the total part and of how much? 84. Now is to 7 of the total part into the given office. Getting? Why I put 5? Now see, 12 parts. Okay, 12 parts is equal to 84. Okay, why I put 5 by 12? 12 parts directly is equal to 84. That means I have to split 84 into 12 parts. Out of these 12 parts, first one is getting 5. So 5 out of 12. 5 out of 12 of what? Of the total topic. So total topic is 84. Similar in case of this 7. The second child is getting 7 part of the total. Of what? Of 84 topics. So put this. Now simply divide it. Simply do the sum calculation. Okay. Now it will be 12 1 in the 7 35. 7 is to 7. So our new ratio is 35 is to 49. Yes. What is our new ratio? The new ratio is 35 is to 49. That means first child is having 35 toffees and second child is having 49 toffees. check your answer, you can see this. When 35 and 49 is added, okay, when 35 and 49 is added, are we getting 84? Yes, we are getting 84. That means our answer is correct. Fine. Okay, we are moving on to next question. Next question is divide rupees 536 between ABC in ratio of this one. I think I have done such equations. Same thing we have to adopt here. Okay, I'll do. Fine, I'll do. Now see, you practice a set of questions, okay? And my earlier questions were that is, we have completed our linear equations in one variable and decimal. Okay. In decimal, I made two particular videos of decimal cases. That is, I remain at home. Okay. In that manner. So I think this is more comfortable to you because you are seeing me. So I love making the video in which you can see me. The two videos that were also good, okay, but I think you will be more comfortable if I appear with you. Fine. Now question number yes, you have to divide rupees how much? 536 between ABC. There are three portions ABC. Okay, I got 526 rupees. I have to divide among ABC, but not equal. Okay. Some this will get one part, this will also get one part, this will also get one part, and that parts are given in term as ratio. The ratios are given 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 2 by 3, 1 by 5, 2 by 3, and 1 by 4. 5. See, ABC are going to have money from 536 in ratio 1 by 5, 2 by 3, 1 by 4. How we are going to solve this? First, we have to calculate the LCM of 5, 3 and 4. Okay. Now LCM of 5, 3 and 4. LCM of 5, 3 and 4. We move on. Yes, it will be 60. Okay. Least common multiple. 60 is the least common multiple, that is divided by 5 also, 3 also, 4 also. Okay, that is the meaning of LCM. Now see, 1 by 5. We move on into 60 is to 2 by 3 into 60 is to 1 by 4. So this it will be 12, it will be 20, 20 to the 40, 4, 15, 50, 15, 15. Yes, this is our new ratio. Right? Now A, B, C are going to have money from 536 in this ratio. 12 is to 40 is to 50. Fine. Now how we are going to do this? You can take the X method also or another method or other method. Fine. Now see, I am writing this. Now 12, 40 and 50. 536, okay? 536. 536 has to be splitted into 12 parts, 40 parts and 15 parts. That means we first need to calculate the total number of parts that is going to be splitted. Okay, total parts. You simply add this. 12 plus 40 plus 50. 5, 7, 4, 5, 6, 67. Okay. 67 is the total part. Now, what amount of share A is going to get? See, 12. That is A share will be 67 part, he is going to get 12 part. Fine. B said out of 67 part, he is going to get 40. Now C said out of 67, he is going to get how much? 50. This is the share he is going to get. But if we are going to represent this share in terms of money, then we have to multiply this with the given money. That given money is 536. Here also 536. 536. Okay. If you solve this, I am going to write directly the answer. Okay. If you solve this, the first one will be A will get rupees 96, B will get 320 rupees. 96, B will get rupees 320. Okay. And C will have rupees 120. Okay. You do the calculation. I am not doing this calculation. You can easily do this. Fine. There are 67. If you multiply with 8, it will be 536, and 8 multiplied with 5 with 12, it will be 96, and so on, so on, so on. Okay. This is how we are going to do such questions. Hope you understand this. Same thing is given in next example. It is given A is to B. A particular ratio is given A is to B. That is A is to B is 3 is to 4, and B is to C is 16 is to 10. Now we need to find A is to C. Okay, I'll write the question. So that you can see this nicely. Okay, see, this is a new question. It is saying A is to B is 3 is to 4. Fine. And B is to C 16 is to 27. And the question is asking with the ratio of A is to C. Okay. The question is asking the ratio of A is to C. How we go to find? Now see. A is to C. Fine. A is to C equal A by C. Yes. A by C can also be written as A by B into B by C. Yes. Since B and B are going cancelling out, so A and C. B is equal to this is equal to this. And see, our value is also given in this manner. A is to B and B is to C. So we can directly put this. Now what is A is to B? A by B is what? A by B is 3 by 5. And what is the value of B is to C? That is B by C. B by C is 16 is to 27. If you solve this, you are going to have the value of A is to C. That is, it is 4, it is 9. Now, A is to C will hold the value of 4 is to 9. This is how we are going to solve such questions. Fine. One different kind of question is there. You see, I'll solve this. A is to B is equal to 3 is to 5. Rub this. A is to B equal to 3 is to 5. And B is to C is 6 is to 7. B is to C is equal to 6 is to 7. Yes. This is also different question. This is also different question. Fine. The question is saying we need to calculate the ratio of the three quantities. That is A is to B is to C. Fine. A is to B is this. B is to C is that. And the question is saying what is the value of A is to B is to C. Fine. See now. In both the ratio, B is a common term. Here also we are finding B, here also we are finding B. But the value of B is 5, the value of B is 6. Our main work is to have same value of b. That means we have to arrange the value of b in such a way that in both the ratio b is having same value. And we can easily have the value of a is to b is to c. Now see, a by b is equal to 3 by 5. b by c is equal to 6 by 7. We need to make the value of b here and there same. Now here it is 5, there it is 6. If we multiply this number, this 5 with 6, it will hold a value of 30. So we have to multiply this number with also 6. It is becoming 8. Fine. Come to this number. Now see, in order to make this be 30, we have to multiply it with 5. So I am multiplying with 5. Here so I have to multiply with 5. It is becoming 30 and it is becoming 35. Now see, in both the cases the value of b is same. So now we can write the ratio of a is to b is to c. Therefore a is to b is to c is equal to how much? A is holding value of 18 times b is holding value of 13 both again, so it is 30, and c is holding the value of 35. Yes, this is our new ratio. Fine. Such type of questions are very much important. Okay? You should be knowing all this. Fine. Yes. Divide 414 into 3 parts such that one part is 2/3 of the second and the ratio between second and third is 5:3. Such type of questions are very much important. Okay, you have to write this. I write that particular question so that you can easily see the question. Yes. Okay. See, what is the question? Divide rupees 414 into 3 parts so that first one is 2/3 of second and the ratio of second and third is 5:7. See, this part is quite similar with the linear variable equations we have done. Okay, we don't know the 3 parts, so we are considering to be ABC or XY, anything. Let it be XY. Let the parts be X, Y, Z. Okay. Certain conditions are given that the first one is what? X. First one is 2/3 of the second. Now which one is the second? Second one is Y. First one is 2/3 of the second. Yes. 2/3 of the second is first one. Our equation is coming up. Second, you see, he is also giving a ratio. The ratio of second and third is 5:7. Now second third is Y is to Z is equal to 5:7. Yes, you can arrange this. Yes, you can bring Y here. Y x by Y is equal to 2 by 3. And Y by Z is equal to 5 by 5. Right? See? Now we are having Y in both the term. Here also we are having Y. This. Here also we are having Y. Now our main work is to arrange Y, the value of Y, in such a way that it is having same value in both the term. Now see, 3 here 5. We simply do this. Directly you can do this. Simply multiply it with 5. Here also 5. It can become 15. It can become 10. Here also you multiply with 3, so it becomes 15. Here also 3, it is becoming 20. Now see, in both the term the value of Y is same, 15, 15. Now our new ratio is 10 x is to y is to z, x is to y is to z equal 10 is to 15 is to 21. This is what we have done in our earlier session. But we cannot stop here. Now we need to divide 414 among x, y, z. Fine. Now in order to do that, we need to calculate total parts. Okay, we need to calculate the total parts. Now what is the total part? How to calculate total parts? We have to simply add the numbers. Total parts, you see. Total parts. What is the total parts? 10 plus 15 plus 20. 10 plus 15 plus 21. It is 6. 46 is our total part. Out of 46, x is having 10 part. Out of 46 part, y is having 15 part. Out of 46 part, z is having 21 part. So, x share, y share and z share. For x share, y share and z share is equal to 10 out of 46 of what? Of rupees 414. Of rupees 414. Similar in case of here also. Here also y share. How much it is only? 15. 15 out of 46. Yes, 15 out of 46. Of what? Of rupees 414. Same thing. We have to split 414 into 46 part. And out of that 46 part, 15 part is held by y. What will be the amount of money y is having after having 15 part of 46? You simply calculate this, you will get the answer. That is 21. That share is 21 out of 46 of rupees 414. Fine. If you follow this, you can easily solve the equations. Okay. You can calculate the value. Okay. And move on to the next question. Yes. You see, next example. The salary of Ravi increased in the ratio of 3:5. His original salary was 7,500. His new salary is that is, we have done the multiplying factor. We have done this. Ravi's salary. That particular guy, his name is Ravi, and he is having a salary of 7,500. Now his salary is increased. We don't know what amount of salary is increased. The salary. There is another question. That question you see. A salary of Ravi is increased in ratio 3:5. His original salary was 7,500 rupees. Find his new salary. Okay, there is a particular person. His name is Ravi. Yes, at present he is drawing a salary of 7,500. But recently his salary is increased, and when the ratio is calculated, we are holding this ratio 3:5. The question is asking what is the new salary of Ravi. Since we don't know what is the salary, so we are considering it to be x. Fine. Now we have shown first of the questions earlier. Now see, when the ratio is calculated, fine, then 3/5 is given. When the ratio between the old salary and the new salary is calculated, then the ratio is coming to be 3/5. In this manner, we can easily calculate the value of x. Now see, try 6 and this 7, 5, 0, 0 multiplied by 5. Fine. This is x 7, 5, 0, 0, 5 divided by 3. Fine. If you calculate this, you are going to have 12,500 as the value of x. The value of x will be rupees 12,000, 12,500. Yes. There is one more example that is fun and easy. I'll stop this video in this particular part. Okay, in my next video I will be doing the exercise, that is 8a. Okay, I will try to finish the entire exercise in my next video. Okay, meet you soon in my next video, students. Till then, take care and study well.